Welcome to Cricbuzz Comm Box at the 15 over mark. Gaurav Kapur and Zaheer Khan here to give you the lay of the land. It's Australia who won the toss and decided to bat first. And well, it's the Finch and Warner show yet again. Indian bowlers and Indian fans, unfortunately, getting rather used to this. Almost coming up to a century stand now. They're 95 for no loss. Warner has notched up his half century. And Aaron Finch is now starting to find the middle of the bat and starting to find the boundary for the Indian bowlers. That unfortunate story of not getting any wickets in the first 10. Zaheer Khan here with me. Zach, it's a familiar story and not one that we like to see.
Yes, but I'm still happy with the intent which the bowlers have shown. We were expecting them to try something different, which they did. I think change of angle was certainly seen today. There were definitely some different plans to contain the batters. But to be fair, I think Warner has played some serious shots and really put bowlers under pressure. The one thing which I would have loved to see was maybe Bumrah bowling a bit more in that first 10 overs.
Yeah,
because you could clearly see that the plan from Warner was to put Saini under pressure, and those 3 overs which he bowled with field restriction, having only 2 fielders outside the ring, has not really helped the cause. Apart from that, I think the intent was there.
It's a T20 opening spell, isn't it, for both bowlers, so Shami and Bumrah?
In a way, but I think that, we did speak about having some tactical changes leading into this game, which was seen. So the intent was there. Few catches went here, there, could have gone in fielder's hand as well. So it just on a particular day when things are not going your way, things don't go your way. But I was happy with the body language, the intent, the planning. It's just that maybe that one spinner, maybe Chahal bowling those couple of overs in the first 10 overs, can be achieved today by Virat, and that is something which needs to be done when things are going so against you. Yeah. Otherwise, if you don't get wicket, you always have to try and do something differently.
They've not been getting wickets. I want to actually show you this graphic as well. That this is happening now. It didn't happen a lot last year. It's happening sort of with surprising alarm this year, with surprising regularity. This year, which is that in 14 games, including this one, wicketless in the first 10 on 10 occasions. And obviously when this happens, and if you let that happen against people like Warner and Finch, and don't forget that there's a really long batting lineup coming for Australia as well, this is when you can get away to 375. This is the only way you can actually stop them is by getting a wicket in the first 10, which has not happened. But on a lighter note, Zach, do you have a look at 2 over opening spells and go in a 50 over game and say, oh, the kids of today, I tell you. Look at us. We got 5 and 6 over spells.
Not in 50 overs. And also, if someone has gone for runs, then you still understand that, something needed to be changed. But here you brought in someone who has been put under pressure by the batters, and then understanding of that has not been seen. So it looked like, it was kind of a set plan that the Bumrah factor is going to be used in the middle overs. If we don't get wickets or we get wickets, doesn't matter. You use Bumrah's overs in those middle overs to put the pressure, and not really going with the game. I think the thing which you expect is go with the game. Don't go in with a set plan. And I think that is something which Virat at this stage needs to understand. When there are going to be tough days, there is no doubt about it. But when the tough days are there, what different you can do and how you can add that different dimension to your captaincy is something which he needs to ask himself.
And the last thing, of course, this Kookaburra ball. This Kookaburra ball never went to a kiddie park, right? Doesn't like the swings.
Well, there was a bit of a swing. It's just not very consistent. You'll see that Warner, when he was looking to play those shots over mid-off, Saini did get the ball to swing away from him. So it's not that there is no swing available. It's just that finding that swing consistently when batters are coming hard at you at times gets difficult.
Well, it's looking difficult right now for the Indian bowlers. Almost a century stand between Warner and Finch. And the thing with Finch is that Finch looked a little stuck, but that's Finch, the first few overs. And then he gets going, and he particularly took apart Bumrah in, I think that was the 13th or the 14th over that he's done that. So that's not looking very good for the Indian bowlers. It's pretty simple. You've got to get one, if not both of these guys, to really put the brakes on them. But then, there's Steve Smith coming up as well. So, Zach, I know it's not looking good right now at 95 for no loss at the end of 15. Where would you like to see India stop them? Because you don't want Australia to go beyond 350. We're looking at below 350, right? They've got to get something done to ensure that it doesn't go above 350.
I think in the drinks break, it's very important that you analyze the game as it stands. So you have to give the due credit to Warner at this point that he's played a good innings. He has managed to put the pressure on the Indian bowlers to a larger degree, and especially when Finch was not finding the middle of the bat. He has taken pressure off Finch in that phase. So that is something which has happened now. Now Finch is also looking to get some kind of form going. So in this particular inning, so it's important that you just understand the scenario, the situation, and just stay in the game. Just keep focusing on the processes and try and get that breakthrough, which is important. Even if it doesn't come through, I think it's important that you need to hold yourself together. As a bowling group, you got to have chin up, and you got to have that never say die attitude. That one wicket can bring 2 wickets, and things can certainly change. And like we've been seeing in the first game as well, like Indian batting has that much of potential to score 300 plus consistently. So you have to make sure that no matter what happens, you should have the chase, which is going to be relatively in control.
Yeah, I think the last game, Virat did say that the body language after the 25 over mark, he was not happy with it. So at least we'll definitely see a change in that today, even if the wickets don't come. Feel like the body language and the aggression on the field will perhaps just stay on. And you never know. Sometimes that kind of pressure can also just yield you a wicket in a moment of vulnerability for the batsman. Well, that's all we have time for right now. We're going to see you at the end of the 35th over with another stock check. This was Cricbuzz Comm Box.